Hello everyone, my name is Howen and welcome to my AI Handcraft Lab. Today, instead of doing an AI handcraft, we'll be looking at Manus, a highly anticipated general AI agent that is currently still in its internal beta testing phase. Manus is supposed to be the second Chinese AI blockbuster after DeepSeek. Unlike our current AI chatbots, Manus isn't just providing simple suggestions or isolated thinkings. It takes on the task thoroughly and provides us with refined deliverables, such as a detailed handbook or a PowerPoint presentation. Manus has already shocked people by scoring much higher in Gaia exams than ChatGPT 4.5. In case you are not familiar with the Gaia exam, it is an exam designed to test how well an AI agent is equipped with different tools and how well an AI agent can leverage its tools to complete a comprehensive task. I know there are AI frenzies going on everywhere, but in this video, I will try to make some objective analysis and predictions regarding Manus. Since Manus has not been publicly launched, we are going to base our analysis on the demos the creator published on the Manus official website. We will see how Manus takes on comprehensive real-world tasks, and we'll compare the deliverable of Manus to the deliverable of ChatGPT 4.5. ChatGPT 4.5 is OpenAI's latest deep thinking model, published just a week before Manus released its demo. Based on my experience with ChatGPT 4.5, I would say ChatGPT 4.5 is also a general AI agent more or less, so it will be interesting comparing the two. So let's dive in to look at Manus' first demo case. The first demo case published on Manus' official website is called Trip to Japan in April. And we can see the prompt in the demo is asking for a travel plan. And after the prompt is initiated, we can see Manus is using the chain of thoughts behavior to approach the task, which is similar to DeepSeek. I think many of the newer AI companies are trying to endorse the chain of thoughts behavior instead of OpenAI's black box thinking, maybe just to distinguish themselves from the older players. We can see after the thinking process is done, several files are generated. And I've looked into all the files, and the most prominent one is the Japan handbook.html, which is the HTML format handbook. And before we look into the handbook, let's ask ChatGPT 4.5 for the same prompt and see what does it do. So here, you can see I already copied and pasted the same prompt into ChatGPT 4.5. And we can see it's still utilizing the black box thinking behavior, which means we can't really see how it thinks. But the deliverable is okay, it's all text, and we scroll down, we can see it also produced a HTML handbook. So let's compare the two handbooks. I already downloaded the two handbooks. This is the handbook Manus produced, and this is the handbook ChatGPT 4.5 produced. We can see the handbook produced by Manus is much more interactive. There are like buttons for you to click to jump to the corresponding section. You can see the map is already loaded on the HTML version of Manus, but in the ChatGPT 4.5 version, you need to click into the links. And nearly every section by Manus is more detailed than that of ChatGPT 4.5. Oh, another interesting thing to see is like if we ask ChatGPT 01 to accomplish the same task, we can see how our AI agents are different from chatbots. So like different from Manus or ChatGPT 4.5, 01 cannot provide us a already made HTML handbook. Instead, it offers us all the text and the code to produce the HTML travel handbook. So based on our observations on the first demo, Manus is clearly creating more detailed and polished deliverable than ChatGPT 4.5. So I wouldn't call Manus to be a different AI species to ChatGPT 4.5 because they are both general AI agents and as we can see, it produces viable deliverables. But it's just the Manus is much more polished and user-friendly. The second demo case is called the deep analysis of Tesla stock. And here from the prompt, we are calling Manus to do a thorough analysis of Tesla stock. Here the chain of thoughts starts again. And it's a pretty long thinking process. You can see it's like collecting a lot of data. And the investigation process is very thorough. It goes on several pages. After we reach the end, we can click to view the Tesla stock analysis dashboard. I mean, this is a commercial grade analysis dashboard of a Tesla stock, right? There are interactive features, like all the technical specs are here. Like it's very colorful. It's just like some product produced by a consulting firm. So let's see how well can ChatGPT 4.5 deal with the same task. Let's copy the prompt. Okay, it's putting the summary, the financial data, and do technical analysis. What really matters is we want to see whether ChatGPT 4.5 can produce a deliverable as beautiful as Manus does. To our disappointment, we can see in this case, ChatGPT 4.5 is not offering us the handbook. That means we can only get all the text without any graphs. So we can conclude, at least based on the demos, Manus results are much more appealing and visually attractive than ChatGPT 4.5's deliverable. So here I'm going to predict 2 potential surprises and 2 potential bombers of Manus when it actually releases. Manus is going to be open source, just like DeepSeek. Although the company will host the official version of Manus on their website, this is actually huge. Because try to think how many customers DeepSeek has attracted because of its open source nature. And similarly, Manus can attract a huge user population because of its open source nature. And the second potential surprise is that Manus can really finish tasks consistently as well as it does in the demo. Because as we can see in the demo, the prompt is minimal. It doesn't require a lot of prompt engineering. And this is huge because if Manus can take on tasks with this kind of minimal prompt, then it means it is like a star employee that can interpret a task on its own compared to ChatGPT 4.5, which is a competent employee, but I wouldn't say it is a very excellent one. So the first potential bomber is that Manus' impressive demos are heavily tuned or educated. So that means the simple prompt we see is only a disguise. There are a lot of prompt engineering and education of the model behind the whole scene. I'm worried about this because you see the prompt. I didn't even tell Manus whether I'm an amateur stock player or I'm an investment agency, but we can see in its dashboard, it's providing us with the revenue CAGR, gross margin, also like the EV over EBITDA ratio. I mean, as a amateur stock buyer myself, I cannot really understand what these metrics are indicating. But Manus just get in so deep automatically, it makes me kind of suspicious that does Manus goes automatically into very deep on every task, or there are a lot of backstage training going on. And the second potential bomber is that Manus, although it might be open source, it is going to be very expensive. Maybe most of us are not going to be able to afford it. Let's first take a look how much ChatGPT 4.5 costs. And we can see the price for ChatGPT 4.5 is like 30 folds higher than that of GPT 4.0. And for output, it's also like 15 folds higher than GPT-4o. So OpenAI is expensive, but I wouldn't say it's a ripoff. So even if Manus is cheaper, somehow cheaper than ChatGPT 4.5, it is going to be much more expensive than GPT-4o. And if you say, oh, I'm not going to use the official version of Manus online, I'm going to deploy it locally, then your cost will be consisted of two major parts. The first major part, if you see all the information Manus is pulling from the internet and is digesting, the amount is huge. You will need a huge local server to be able to do that. And I don't think any of our civilian device will be capable of dealing with that amount of calculation. I think you need to rent a huge cloud server for Manus. And the second part comes from all the APIs Manus has to use to complete its task. And APIs are expensive because most websites does not allow your AI agent to approach their website frequently. You have to buy the expensive tiers. So video today, the demo release of Manus really marks an exciting milestone for the AI community, that we are really progressing from simple AI chatbots to general AI agents. However, since many technical aspects of Manus is still hidden and the expense of Manus is still not clear, we can only hope Manus to be the game changer when it actually gets released. In the meantime, while we are waiting for the release of Manus, if you are interested in building your own AI agents without coding, check out more videos right here in my AI Handcraft Lab. Thank you for watching my video and hoping to see you again in another episode of my AI Handcraft Lab.